Hey again everyone, so I'm back with another book haul. It's about 16 books. My mum took a week off of work because it was the first week of the summer holiday, so we went out on a couple of family days out. We went to this high street and it had a really cute independent bookstore called Bookends, which is such a sweet name. And there I picked up a really cute bookmark. 3D Panther. I don't know how well you can see how 3D it is, but I know that Bumblebee collects these, and I saw his last video and I was like, oh my god, I love that bookmark, and I wondered where he got them. I was like, oh, I'm never going to find one. And then by pure coincidence went in and they had all these 3D bookmarks, so I'm thinking of collecting them now because they are so awesome. And I bought the book Vampire Darcy's Desire by Regina Jeffers. I normally stay away from classic adaptations, prequels, sequels, all those sorts of things, but it sounded quite good. And I haven't read the Sense and Sensibility of Sea Monsters or Pride and Prejudice and Zombies or anything like that, so I thought I would start with this one because it did sound quite good and I was curious, so that was my excuse. And then I've been looking for ages to get the whole set of Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. And I can never seem to find them all by the same publisher, all with the same covers, and it was impossible. But so in the end, my mum just bought me Anne of Green Gables, and this is the 100 Years edition. It's really cute. I'm gutted that I couldn't get all the books with the same covers, but I'm working on getting them all anyway. And then, God, my voice is going. I got Budge Wilson's Before Green Gables. So that's quite good. And then from the same store, they also had July's edition of Make Time for Books, and I got it because it had Forever on the cover. It doesn't have many books in it that I would actually read. The only YA books in it that I would read are Forever and Reckless, and I have both of them, so it wasn't very helpful. And there is a cute cookery book called A Zombie Ate My Cupcake, which looks interesting, that the paranormal is even creeping into cookery now. So I got that. And then they had some really good books in ASDA here, which is basically Walmart. They had lots of the new releases, which I was so pleased about. Forever by Maggie Stavada. I loved the Wolves of Mercy Falls series so much. It's a really great series. I don't normally like werewolf books, they just don't seem to be as good as some of the vampire books. For me personally, I know there are some great wolf books, but this is one I really love. And it's been made into a movie, which is even better. And then in my last haul I had Rachel Vincent's My Soul to Save, and I didn't have the first two, and I then got My Soul to Take, which is a really creepy cover, and My Soul to Keep, and they were like in a 3 for £10 thing in Asda. And then they also had Texas Gothic by Rosemary Clement Moore, which is a witchy novel. I haven't read her first book, Splendid Falls, and that's because I didn't hear anything good about it at all, but this seems to have been quite popular in YA circles at the moment, so I thought if I like this I would probably give the Splendid Falls a go. So I have that. And then I also have Blood Magic by Tessa Granton. I was unsure whether to get this or not. I knew it was coming out, but then I went into Asda and there it was, and I thought I can't leave it there when it's in Asda. And what definitely made up my mind is that Maggie Stavada put on the I adore this book, and it has a cute cover too, and on the inside it has all that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. That's another magic witchy type book. Then I went to a discount bookstore in town and I picked up Gail Carragher's Blameless, an Alexia Tarabotti novel, and it's part of the Parasol Protectorate. This is a series I've wanted to read for a long time, but this is book 3, and I got this for like 99p, and so that gave me an excuse then to be able to get books 1 and 2, because it says on here, a novel of vampires, werewolves and afternoon tea. It just sounds just so ridiculous and so funny, and the covers are gorgeous. So the first one is Soulless and the second one is Changeless, so I will definitely be getting them at some point. And then I am one of the last people to read these, and I'm sorry for that, but I haven't really been a fan of dystopian until recently. So I got The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, book 1, The Hunger Games, book 2, Catching Fire, and book 3, Mockingjay. What I don't understand is why isn't the book 2 orange when it's about fire? I don't know. And then book 1 is the only one that doesn't have soon to be a major motion picture on the front. And when I ordered it, it was supposed to have a cover of a boy, and it was going to bug me because it wouldn't have matched these, but when it came it had the same cover, so that was great. And I know these have got such a huge fan base, so I'm sure I'm going to love reading these. I'm looking forward to reading these. Then I also got Alison Noel's last Immortals book, Everlasting. I've only read the first book, but I do have them all now. I didn't like that the cover is different to all the others in that it does this, and I don't like it at all. And then I got Insatiable by MacClare. This is one of her adult books. The sequel to this has just come out in hardback. It's called Overbite, and it's an adult vampire book by MacClare. I will read anything MacClare writes, but now she's writing adult vampire books, and I'm like so there, it's unreal. Yeah, I've only just managed to find this. It's really hard to like, you can't get banned in here yet, which is so depressing. But I got it, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And then I can also call this an in my mailbox because I actually received books in my mailbox. Yay! First book is by Preston, and it's Jessie Hart's NYC. I won this in a giveaway hosted by Karis, and then the publisher sent me the book, and it's a really nice gold cutesy cover. And actually her first book, Della says, oh my god, looks really good as well, so I'm looking forward to reading this. But the text is huge, like majorly massive. I mean, no text needs to be that big unless it's designed for old people. No offence to any old people out there. And the next book, the author contacted me on Goodreads and asked me if I'd like to review his book, and I said sure, I'd love to, and he sent it to me along with a nice little note saying, hi Erin, here is your copy of my novel, I hope you enjoy it, have a great summer, best Bert Murray. And it's Colin Preston Rocked and Rolled. It's an indie type book. It says, meet Colin Preston, 19 years old, drinks too much, lives for classic rock, and falls for the most beautiful sophomore on campus. Oh, it's supposed to be really great if you like the Beatles. I read that on Goodreads. If you like the Beatles, then this is a great book for you. Because he sent it to me, I think I'm going to probably read this next, after I'm finished with Regina Jeffers' book, Vampire Darcy's Desire. So that's my book haul / in my mailbox. Hope you've enjoyed. If you've read any of the books or want to, please leave a comment and let me know what you think of them, or and happy reading.